fulfill this need has been developed and is called Selenium Grid. The one corresponding to Selenium 1.0 is generally referred to as Grid 1, and the one corresponding to Selenium 2.0 is generally referred to as Grid 2. So this is, what the overall history is about the evolution of Selenium. So if you have any questions, you can type it on the chat box, and in between I'll, depending upon the time, I'll keep on, answering your questions. Okay. All right. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so let me now start to cover the various pieces of Selenium. So let's first look at Selenium IDE. So just to further introduce you to Selenium IDE, Selenium IDE is an extension added to the Firefox. So when I say extension, so if I go to Firefox, and if I click on over here, there are add-ons which are there, and in these add-ons, you have these extensions and add-ons. So for example, if I go over here, so you can type whatever extension you're looking for example Selenium, and it will show you the Selenium, and I've already installed Selenium IDE on my browser, Firefox browser. So you can install going to the extension, right, and you can quickly launch it through this Selenium IDE which I showed to you. Now if you look at the IDE, so there are various components, and I'll just give you a brief introduction about what are these various components, but let me just share some basic details about Selenium IDE. There is a core JavaScript library, Selenium Core, that interprets. So what happens is that Selenium is the IDE helps you to record the scripts, and inside the browser there is a core JavaScript library called the Selenium Core that interprets these Selenium commands and exercises them on the page displayed using browser's JavaScript engine. So you write scripts which get interpreted by the JavaScript library Selenium, and that then by accessing the browser's JavaScript engine does various stuffs on the web pages. For example, clicking on a link or reading text and verifying whether that text is okay or not, verifying the title, things like that. And the recording of this scripts is in simple HTML files. So let's do a walkthrough of this IDE. So if I were to show you this, so for example, here was a simple script which says open google.co.in and verify the title. Now if you go to the source of this is an HTML format, where if you see each row represents the step. So for example, open, and then the verify. So each row of this script will be represented as a row in this table inside the HTML format. So in a way, you can, if you're not doing record and play, so you can edit it with whatever next steps that you want, right? Save it and run it. So that's another way to record your code your script and run it. And you can export these test cases in various test frameworks like JUnit, TestNG, and NUnit, and the various languages. So if I were to export it as a JUnit 4, let's say, right, and so let me do it on my desktop. So let's say either that test 001, right, and if I were to save this, okay, go to save this and go back to this. I edit it using, let's say, TextPad. Okay, so if I were to do this, so you can see it has, recorded the whole script in a as a Java, and which is compatible with the JUnit 4 framework. Okay. All right. So let's move back to Firefox IDE. Okay. Now here you see it gives you how to create a new test case, open an existing test case, save the test case or save test case as, whatever different formats are available. It gives you that, and then uh, you can export the test cases, and you can create test suites, that is collection of test cases into different test suites that you can do. And this is editing dialog, and various actions which are there in terms of recording, and then playing either the entire test suite or playing just the current test case, and some of the other things which are available. Also, you have various options available in terms of, the encodium or the extension, or, remembering the base URL, and so on and so forth. And then the various formats which are supported, and various settings for that which are there, so that are there, and the various plugins which are there. So for example, C# plugin, Java, Python, Ruby, those, and the locator builders which are there, which we will talk about the locators in a while. Okay, so that's the options part, and of course, you have the various kind of documentations available, and also the official Selenium website which is there, which you can this is the official Selenium website, that is seleniumhq.org, and a whole lot of information is available for this over there. Okay, so yeah, in fact, another way to install Selenium IDE is that if you go to download and go to Selenium IDE, you can just click on this, right, and it will prompt you to install the Selenium IDE. So this is I found it to be the best way to install Selenium IDE on your system. Okay, coming back to IDE, yeah, so this is the base URL in the sense that you don't have to type the URL again and again, so you specify it over here, and then this slash is used to refer it to again and again. So it is equivalent to open and this link, and this is to vary the speed of execution. So if it is taking time for the items on the page to load up, so you can slow the speed of the test execution. This is to run the whole test suite. This is to run single test, and while the tests are running, these are to pause, and there is a way to set breakpoints. That is, you want to the test to stop at a given point, and see what the result and then continue. So this is for resuming, or just if you pause in between and you resume, so it will resume like that. And then here the list of test cases will keep on coming. Here you see you type in the command and it gives you the details of the it gives you you can enter the command over here, and we'll see what are the different commands available. We don't have time to go through all of them, but I have a full-fledged course on Selenium test automation on TechGig, which you can subscribe to and learn about all these commands. And then the target and the value, and for each of the command you have the reference description that comes up, and when you run the test, the log, that is each step, what was the result of that keeps on coming over here. So for example, if I if I don't give this over here, right, and then go back to this, and let's say I go to this, right, and now let us try to run this command again. So if I were to do this, let's see what happens. Okay, and it opens and say Google did not match Google because I had given Google, and the title that is coming over here is this. So that way, it helps us to identify whether the test case has failed or not. So that's a log for you. Okay. What else do I have an ID? Okay. So the log, the reference, and the various UI elements and the rollups can be seen up over here. But I'm not covering UI and elements and rollup because I have other things to cover. It will take a lot of time. All right. So that's a brief about Selenium ID, and let me now get back to the presentation. Okay. Let's see what we got. Now, as we saw that there was a section where we could give the Selenium command. Now, these commands that are given to inside the Selenium scripts are known as Selenies. So, a set of commands used to run the test are called as Selenium commands, and they are generally referred to as Selenies. And a sequence of these commands is generally referred to as a test scripts. So let us look at some of these commands in the ID itself. So if I were to look in the commands, verify title was one, but I can see the whole host of commands which are there. So there are various asserts available, and then for example, assert not text, assert not title, assert not value, not visible, right? Click and wait, close, right, check and wait, quite a number of them, right, are there, and which are more than sufficient. In fact, you will not be using all of them. Only a subset of this is sufficient for you to automate the major functionality of your applications. And in fact, for the verify itself, there are a whole lot of text. So verify check, verify cookie by name, verify cookie not present, right? Verify title, verify text, verify text, verify table, text present, text not present. A whole lot of stuff is available over here. So these are what is referred to as the Selenies or the Selenium commands. And okay, now the next thing that we saw in the Selenium